looks like it's finally time. I do not like that look in your face, Jin. What have you done? Yes, this is quite worrying. The only time I see a smile like that on his face is when he's pulled off one of his more well thought out pranks, or when he gets in a longer conversation with Yang. Oh god, idiot, what have you done now and how much trouble are we in? Wait, what? I get happy for 1 second, everyone stops what they're doing, crowds around me. I have done nothing wrong. I am absolutely shocked and appalled that my team would think that I have done something wrong just because I have got a smile on my face. What have you done, Jin? Nothing. For once, I haven't actually done anything wrong. It's just all my stuff's arrived finally. Oh, great. The idiot's toys have arrived. I'm sorry, but I don't quite follow. I thought you already had all of your stuff here in Beacon. Well, I kind of do, Jubie, but you see, Karma wanted to come to Vale a day early, and because of that, I may not have managed to pack all of my things. Mainly being my large armory of weapons. What, did you really think that Buster Sword and that little thing I play around with is the only weapons I had? Well, yes, it's the only two I've ever seen you use, so I just assumed they were your two weapons of choice. Nah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I've got tons of weapons. I just couldn't bring them all with me. That, I didn't have time to pack everything, which was a shame. Mainly Karma's fault. I told you to be packed and ready beforehand. You're the one that left everything to last minute. Details, details. Anyway, we've got no classes today, so might as well spend our free time doing something productive, I guess. Jen, we normally have different ideas about what the word productive actually means. No, stop, I'm serious this time. Let's head to a sparring ring or something. I want to start testing out my new weapons. Well, that's not a bad way to spend our day, I guess. Jen, you do remember that we're banned from training inside most of the sparring areas, right? Yeah, we're banned from all the indoor ones, because we still kept breaking them. A lot of the outdoor ones near the campus were barred from because we made so much noise everyone thought we were getting invaded. There is sparring area 11. It's right on the edge. No one should hear us from there. I don't think we'll get in trouble if we spar there. Even if we do cut loose. That might be our only choice. I'll go and ask Professor Goodrich now and see if it's okay. Alright, thanks, Jubie. Well, message everyone if we've got the go-ahead. I'm going to go and find all my weapons and see what they're stored. There's no way you're fitting all of them in one rocket locker. Yeah, it all doesn't fit in one locker, so you'd know that by the size of my collection. No, some faculty may have lost one of their, cupboards. Although I did get the okay from Professor Osby before I went and cleared it out, so I think I'm alright. Now I just need to make sure everything gets there safely. Alright, well you go have fun playing with your toys. We'll meet you at the sparring area, I guess. Could we be any further away from the school right now? I think any further so and we'd be in the Emerald Forest itself. I'm pretty sure Jen's banned from training in the Emerald Forest as well at this point. Yeah, you're probably right on that one. Also, where is the idiot? So you really shouldn't be surprised he's taking so long. You know how much stuff he has for his armory. I'm just going to assume he has quite a lot. Yeah, that's a bit of an understatement. Jen likes collecting interesting swords and weapons and whatnot. Well, what can I say? I have an interesting taste in weapons. You know, I'm never going to get used to the fact that you can now basically teleport. It is a terrifying thought, isn't it? Indeed, I try not to think about the damage you could cause with that power. Oh, hey guys, missed yous too. It took yous a whole 2 seconds to start insulting me, damn it. Idiot, what took you so long anyway? Oh, you know, just the usual. Had to go and make sure everything's where it should be. Armory doesn't work very well unless I know where everything is, so, you know, had to go and personally inspect everything. Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyway, enough chat, let's get started. Ooh, someone's eager. How about it then, So? You want to go around with me? Jen, it's because of you and So going at it that we're banned from every other sparring ring in Beacon. Yes, I don't think it'd be a good idea for you two to destroy this ring after Goodwitch reluctantly gave us permission to train here. What? This is a combat school. They can't exactly just stop us from training altogether. We can't get banned from every area, surely. No, we can't be stopped completely from training, but she can have us put so we need supervision whenever we want to train. And I don't know about all of you, but I'd much prefer training without Professor Goodwitch watching over us. Fair point. Alright, well, since Soul is itching to go, I guess I'll just have a seat and watch the show, shall I? It really is still terrifying seeing him move like that. It does make you wonder what he might get up to when we're not watching him. I honestly just fear the day he gets caught by someone. Oi, jerks, I can still hear yous. Of course he can. Anyway, I guess I'll sit this one out as well. You two have fun. Huh, so Sol and Jubie up first. This should be interesting. So, Sol, how would you like to do this? With or without semblances? With semblances, but I won't be using my lightning to strike you. Oh, I see. Sol, I don't mean to be rude, but if you don't use your lightning against me, I feel like that would be a mistake. Is Sol really planning to limit himself while fighting against Jubie? That's a bit of a mistake. Yeah, I think the fight with Nora is still kind of getting to him. I think he wants to try and beat people without using his lightning. You're more than likely right, Jin. I'll be fine, Jubie. Just come at me with everything you've got. Well, if you say so, Sol. Oh, Sol's trying something different. You're the one with the good eyes, Jin. Do tell. Well, if what I see is right, instead of using his lightning to, well, strike the opponents, Sol's gonna channel it around his body like Nora does. Only, I would say Sol's more likely going to try and use it to enhance his speed and reaction time. You can seriously tell all that just from glancing at him. Well, I can see people's aura pretty well. True. So, who would you say is going to win this then? Well, it depends how fast Sol can get, because I mean, no matter what, Jubie's teleporting is going to be much quicker. So Jubie will be able to cover the distance easier, but if Sol can put up his reaction time enough, he'll be able to counter. Well, this is going to be a long fight. Also, Jen, I've got to ask, what on earth are you planning? Planning? I don't know what you mean, Karma. Oh, come on, Jen. It's very out of character for you to sit on the sidelines when it comes to sparring, especially when it was your idea to come here to test out your weapons. You've got something planned, don't you? What? Karma, Sol was really eager to train today. And I could see that in him, so I decided as leader to make the decision to come here and train. And the fact that my weapons were arriving was a nice coincidence, because then I could trust them. There is no other ulterior motives around this. Although, completely off topic and completely unrelated, how would you feel about Team RWBY coming to join his training? RWBY and Blake I don't mind so much, but the idea of spending a whole afternoon or even day with the Schnee and the blonde female version of yourself sounds like utter torture. Hello! Well, I may have already invited them. Jen, have I ever told you how much I hate you? Oh, many, many times, Karma. Ah, it appears Team RWBY has come to join us. Oh, great. That's just what we need. Ooh, looks like we got here just in time for the fight to get good. Nah, those two have been fighting for a little while now. That's odd. We didn't hear any lightning on our way over here. Well, Sol's decided to take up a new style. He's not really going to be all flashy today, apparently. Ah, well, that's boring. When you invited us over, I thought we were going to get a show. Oh, do not worry, you will get a show, because I still tend to the ring. Well, now it all makes sense. You opted out of fighting against Sol first because you were waiting for an audience to arrive. Oh, Karma, you know me so well. Anyway, Sol, do you think it's about time you switch opponents? Well, I'm completely okay with switching if you'd like, Sol. Okay, sure, why not? So, who wants to go around next? Well, if you're looking for a fight, I'm game. I think I'll pass. Fighting you would be far too annoying. Ah, so that's quite rude. But alright, if you're not willing to fight against Yang, how about Blake? Do you want to go? No, I think I'm fine. Alright, you're too busy reading Ninjas of Love. Never mind. Wait, what? What? How did I know it was Ninjas of Love? Because I can see it over your shoulder. Wait, then you've read it. Read it? My grandfather's the one that wrote that load of smut. Wait, what? No way. Oh, calm down. That certainly got you excited quick. Sadly, though, he is telling the truth. Also, very bold of you, Blake, to read that kind of stuff in public. Well, she is doing Sol's old trick where she covers the cover of the book so it doesn't look like she's reading the smut, but when you already know the book inside out, it's kind of easy to spot it. Not to mention after seeing Sol do that trick so many times, we kind of know when you're covering a book. Oh my god, Blake, you and Sol could like totally just have a smutty book club. It's not smut, the book has a good plot to it. Aha, sure, I'll buy that. Jen, can you either shut up or get in here so I can kick your ass? Oh, great. Well, so if you really want me to step in the ring with you, sure, I'll be happy to. Is it really wise for Sol to face Jen right after having a spar with me? Well, you two didn't really get much into it, so you wouldn't have used that much energy. It doesn't really matter. Oh, how so? Because he's going to be fighting Jen, and Jen and him are going to absolutely wreck this place, and Professor Goodwitch will probably kick us out before the fight even ends anyway. Oh dear, you might be right. I do hope it doesn't come to that. Armory, equip, Buster Sword. Alright then, Soul, I'm ready when you are. Something feels off here. What's got Soul looking so nervous? Oh, it's probably because he knows Jen's about to give him a beatdown. I wouldn't count out Soul. He is pretty good. Well, this will be a good chance for me to finally see more of Jen's semblance. Oh, wait, you still haven't figured that out. Yous all make it sound like it's so simple, but it's only your team that actually knows his semblance. Actually, Weiss, I figured out after he had his sparring match with Cardin. Yeah, and Jen pretty much straight out told me when I had a sparring match with him. What? You mean to tell me that half our team already knew his semblance and I was never informed? Heh heh heh. Don't tell me. Well, I had a race with Jen one time around Beacon and I kind of figured it out after that. Wonderful, so I'm the only one that doesn't know yet. Well, Weiss, if you pay close attention to Jen here, maybe you'll be able to figure it out, because once you connect the dots, it is quite obvious. You keep saying connect the dots, but the dots are all random. They only appear random. All makes perfect sense once you know what his semblance is. Fine, let us watch. So Jen, you mean to tell me that you got all your new weapons here today, and you decide to bring out that thing? Oh, I'm sorry, is my Buster Sword not good enough for you? Well, no, it's not really. You know for a fact you'll never hit me with that thing. That is true. It is a bit chunky and slow compared to your speed. And we've got a bit of an audience watching. Guess I might as well go all out. Wait, you don't mean you're going to go actually all out, right? Nope, I'm going to go full blast and hit you with everything I've got. Oh dear, this isn't good. It's okay, Karma. When the arena gets destroyed, I'll go and fetch Professor Goodwitch. No, Jubie, I don't think you quite understand, because you see, the arena gets destroyed when Soul and Jen have a round of sparring. Jen plans to go all out, and that's a completely different level if he decides to actually use his semblance's trump card. Oh, so Jen still has more tricks up his sleeve. Oh, trust me, Jen's best is one hell of a trick. Oh, great, if he's serious, I really am going to have to use my lightning full blast. Alright, Soul, I hope you're ready, because here I come. Bon Kai. Now, Soul, I hope you can at least keep up. Because like this, I'm not going to hold back. Okay, what on earth did he just do? That's so cool. That certainly is something new. I never knew he could transform. Oh dear, only our leader. Jen, you really are an idiot. I think our leader has been reading too much manga again. Oh, I'm just really glad he was only joking about going all out. Wait, Jen transformed his clothes and sword. You mean to tell me that's not him going all out? Jen didn't transform anything. He went and switched his sword with another sword and switched his clothes with other clothes. A trick which I've not seen him actually do before, but it cost him a hell of a lot of aura to pull it off. Well, our leader is practically at an aura battery, so he has plenty of energy to spare it on these tricks, I guess. That sword is so cool. Whoa, calm down there, Ribs. Of course she's focused on the sword. Well, knowing Jen's semblance, I can't say this is that surprising. You know, Belle, I'll take that as an open challenge to actually surprise you if you like. I've already done it once today. You may know my semblance, Blake, but that doesn't mean I'm out of tricks yet. Okay, that's it. Jen, how on earth are you doing all these things? What's the matter, Ice Queen? You finally had enough guessing? Today alone, I've seen you switch multiple items on your person and teleport. In the past, I've seen you use explosions. Not to mention your eyes. I just cannot figure this out. Just a correction, Ice Queen. When I jumped to Blake there, I didn't teleport, I ran. So now you apparently just have super speed as well. Well, if you want to count, I'm also about the same strength as Yang, so there's that too. Jen, maybe you should show some mercy here and give her a much clearer hint to what your semblance is. Aw, Jubie, where's the fun in that? Besides, if she watches enough, she'll figure it out. Blake managed to figure it out, no problem. Yang, I pretty much just had to tell because after fighting with her, it became pretty obvious. And Ruby figured it out no problem after I raced her. Alright, I tell you what, Ice Queen. If you say please, I'll tell you what his semblance is. Not a chance. I'll figure this out on my own. Stubborn, aren't you? Alright, tell you what. I'll make this very, very clear for you by giving you a hint so obvious that you just have to figure it out by that point, okay? Now watch closely. Oh, well, that's about all I can manage for now. Wait, that's not possible. I know it might have been small, but come on, you must have recognized it. And from that, you must have figured out what I can do. That was one of my glyphs. Yup, although I must say your semblance is insanely tricky, since just making a small glyph like that takes so much concentration. You must have trained insanely hard to get where you're at. So Ice Queen, you connected the dots yet? I mean, so far today alone, Jin has used both my portals and RWBY's speed. So what, he can just copy other people's semblance? Well, my semblance is the ability to copy in general. Well, copy things I see anyway. That is absurd. Actually, Weiss, Jin's semblance has a lot more complications to it than just copying. Yup, since everyone here knows now, I might as well say, my semblance is the ability to copy what I see. So I see people use their semblance, I've got the ability to copy it. Although, it doesn't give me the ability to perfectly replicate it. So I've got to kind of go through the effort to make the semblance my own by using my aura the same way Yuz would and adjusting to the feeling of using it. Wait, so how many semblances have you copied then? Well, if you're asking how many I've copied, over 100, but if you're asking how many I can actually use, that number is a lot smaller. Because, as you might, well, find out, my semblance is insanely tricky because, you know, I've got to remember the feeling of using each semblance, which is quite different going semblance to semblance, like take RWBY's speed in your glyphs, for example. RWBY's speed requires, well, requires a good amount of stamina, so your body has to be ready for that, but it also requires moving a lot of aura around your body and mainly to your legs. Your semblance requires a huge amount of concentration in moving aura out with the body. Two completely different feelings when using it. If I forget how a semblance feels, I can't use it anymore. I'd have to see it and copy it again. Not to mention when he starts using other people's semblances, he gets tired a lot quicker, and it uses a lot of his aura. Although we all know Jen has quite a lot of aura, so that's not really much of an issue for him most of the time. It does explain the amount he eats though. Yeah, because, you know, my semblance is basically always on because it mainly comes from my eyes. I see things. I'm perceptive, as you all know. So that doesn't really use much energy, but when I start using other people's abilities, well, I get hungry quick. But anyway, all that's beside the point, so can you connect the dots now, Ice Queen? So the explosions are a semblance you copied before. The ability to teleport was when you copied Jubie's semblance. Yup, that little spar with Cardin was the first time I ever properly used it, so I was kind of getting a bit of training in. Because like I said, I can't replicate people's semblances to the point they can. I've got to kind of make it my own. So, you know, Jubie opens portals. I need to open them a different size for myself. And even though I've copied them and trained a bit, Jubie's still much better at it than I am. Jin has mastered the ability to travel a short distance within eyesight, but when it comes to travelling far away distances, his range is rather limited, unlike my own, it's pretty far. Yeah, my range kind of sucks, but you know, I'm still practicing. Wait, so you have the ability to teleport like Jubie, meaning you can go anywhere you've been before, plus your speed from RWBY. Uh-oh, I think she's finally figured it out. Wait, so with those abilities, you could just go into our room whenever you feel like it? Well, yes. This is terrible. With those kind of powers, he could be anywhere he wants. Yeah, it's a fair point, Weiss. I could be anywhere. For instance, I could just teleport back to your rooms right now and take the last of the cookies, for instance, that RWBY was stashing away. What? No, you wouldn't. I'm sorry, what, RWBY? You monster. You'll pay for that. Huh? You'll never take me alive. I won't let you get away. Whoa, I think I'm beginning to see the family resemblance between her and Yang. Yes, it seems that RWBY goes in a rage for cookies as Yang does about her hair. Well, if she can't use them, rest in peace, Jin. Indeed, my time with him was short, but he will be missed. Guess finishing that spar's out the window. Oh, don't worry, Sol, I'll take Jin's spot. I think I'm gonna go find a quiet place to go read. This is insane for him to have a power like that. With his personality, wait, he could have went back to our room right now. I need to stop that fiend. Well, now he's got RWBY and Weiss after him. Let's see if Jin can survive this. I'm sure Leader will actually be okay. Yeah, if nothing else, his idiot factor tends to keep him alive. Well, I guess the idea of a nice sparring session alone is completely out the window. Well, at least I can say it's never boring with Jin around. Yeah, that's one thing about him, he does know how to make things interesting.